Hello. Howdy. I I am trying to get something set up off screen. There we go. Okay. So, as much as I tried and thought about uh trying to get to this on the weekend, just obviously didn't happen, did it? Um yeah, and to I don't know, my chagrin, I don't know. Um Saturday I did have time. And then I so in my other room is where like I will play and practice music and stuff. Um because I'm learning a new instrument. I have a set in there now. Electric but not acoustic cuz I don't want to miss well, I don't want to piss off my neighbors. I sat down at the drum set cuz that's what I'm learning and I don't know, like 3 hours passed because there's no clock in there and I wasn't wearing a watch. And I was like, oh, wow, I've been sitting down for like way too long. I got some good practice in, but it just like, oh, man, I should get up and walk around. Um, so I came back into this room, sat down in front of my computer, and then practiced for like 3 more hours on just a practice pad. So, Saturday was a wash. Sunday, I don't even remember what the hell happened Sunday. Um, Not quite the same thing. I think I practiced for like another hour or something like that. And then I got sidetracked and focused on something else again. Like I have ADD, but I don't. I'm way too focused on stuff. Um I don't exactly remember what happened. And then what a lovely day I had yesterday. Uh where I I have like a chronic problem with one of my shoulders, and the tendon slips in it. It happened while I was at work. Not that I was like lifting or anything, I was just sitting in a chair stretching. And out it goes. So, I am sitting here, minor pain. I mean, it's there. I tweak it every now and then. I mean, you just can't help tensing a muscle and doing some of the things, but like when it comes across I guess your bicep down to your elbow, it's a different kind of pain. And you don't want to tense it, but it's like a cramp. Like you have to do something, and I don't know. That's probably not the best way to explain that, but uh, you have to stretch it to like loosen it up, and it just doesn't want to do that. So anyway, here we are, Velcroy Desert. A vast arid sea, sand, and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dalmatia since time immemorial. So, it's a infinite desert ocean, or something like that. Um, and I mean, I could go ahead and say, at least for this weekend, if I do plan on doing anything, it would only be on Saturday. Sunday, not happening. I do have other plans on Sunday this week. Not gonna happen.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Spill it, Uncle. Got a frost wolf.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
Good knowledge. Good knowledge. Pardon me. A riddle of the sands. I sent them out to comb the desert. Hey, have you guys found anything yet? Man, we ain't found.
The ruins.
And I'm not gonna jump directly into it. I mean, if you've seen Spaceballs, you know. Whoops. Here we go. He just like struck me and what was that? Okay, okay, never mind. I remember now. This right here kind of reminds me of MGS5. Just with like the locale and everything here. Is that all of them? Good boy. And I hear a noise outside that I need to go take care of real quick. Be right back. I gotta say, this screen is super bright. I have the lights off, and it's just... It's not pure white, but man, I have enough of the sun outside locally. I don't need this. Good design, though. Yeah, so I just walked outside, and I guess there were two jet streams that crossed over each other, and you know, just in the sky there's a giant X, and the only thing that came to my mind was, I can't believe he's trying to advertise here. What is he thinking? Who did he pay? I guess because he can't have his sign on his rooftop, he has to do this here. And I just want to, like, I don't know, like point at the cloud and just like, Mask! Why? I don't know how anybody else feels about that brand change, but who knows? Maybe by the time I post this video to somewhere else, it will have already changed back. I kind of doubt it. He really seems set in his ways most times. Oh, hello. What? Ah. Well then. I didn't even know I went around a gap. Yeah, so like other stuff happening or did happen last couple of days. New 14 expansion announced finally. In
Many years ago, when you were just a boy,
on that
you and I
track,
rode this way together. Accompanying
I
your
am
father on a scouting expedition to
really
Drake's
excited
Land.
to like
He let me
learn
come
more
with you.
about it.
I'm surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
But the caveat in that is that I don't want to watch the story trailer because I don't want to know what happens starting in the next expansion. I haven't finished the current story patches. Bit of a predicament, for sure. But it is something that I would like to finish, obviously, before the next expansion comes out, so I can watch some of that stuff. But I do like FF14. I think it's a good game. It's a very good game. And very good story, excellent story after the base game, and the first expansion kind of like gets you out of that muck. Well, it's not even a muck. It used to be real bad, and they did fix it with this current expansion when it released, or the prior one. But with that expansion being announced, it means I gotta get back in there and finish the story patches, which I don't think I'm too far behind. Although, we'll say that when I stopped, I was at Pandemonium, I think. I at least did the first, was it 4 or 5 bosses of Pandemonium? And I got that out of the way. Like, I collected that full set, I think. I'm not in too bad a shape, but when you're like, what, 2 or 3 patches behind, that, especially in that game, is some work you've got to put in. And I think for the most part it's going to be dailies that are like daily dungeon things, and doing that stuff for hey, homestones or whatever. Currency to gear upgrade. I'd have to put some time in. It's not a terrible thing. Like, those
there
dungeons
she
are
is,
enjoyable, but
the good old
at this
Dallaville
point,
Inn.
I would
Do
basically
you know,
be
this heat has given me quite a
relearning
thirst.
all of that.
Quick drink before we
Not a
press
bad
on?
thing, but it's a step I gotta take. And I'd be interested to see how that expansion really ends. Because the overwhelming theme of this current expansion was you got to stop the universe-wide apocalypse.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn.
But they were building on...
Shall we join them?
Not the Scions, it's...
Run along and play now.
God, man, I can't even remember their names now. What they were called. The people that lived outside of, or pre-creation of the star or whatever it was, I don't even remember what to call them anymore. The giant people with the cool masks and the cloaks and all that. Anyway, I believe that the later patches were supposed to be building on the story and background for some of those people. I think like La Habrea was one of them that they were supposed to
Good day to you.
expand on.
Eating?
But stopped before
Sorry
that.
about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Would you rather be my squire? Give him a set of coconuts. I like how, even though I'm sure the microphone picked that up, it just doesn't register with the animated GIF over there. Joshua's here. And they came back this far? Ew.
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
But
Yes, Your Grace.
you're coughing
You
blood.
must at least agree to take your medicine.
It's not like the desert's a
I'll
good
fetch you
place
some
for you.
water.
Man, that door is gigantic.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand. I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Don't look so intrigued.
That'll be Cooker.
then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
My God, Uncle.
Uncle?
Sorry.
It's about to be a fight downstairs. You want to go watch?
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
No? Okay, well I'll watch from up here.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
These people sneaking out. They know what's up.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Just stuff his face, drink some ale.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Ah, I think we did it this time. Boom! I'm sorry I had to wreck up the place. Bravo.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
He looks so disgusted. Oh, I wonder if well, I wonder if she's actually the owner. Your Grace, your brother's here. Man, that's some nice water. Just throw him out the window.
I'm fine.
Joshua.
Clive?
Joshua.
What is it
Borgal,
now?
find this smell.
It's nothing.
Looks like he ate some carrots. Can you find him? So close. You're so close.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Like these guys, maybe like right in front of me.
They've closed
Speak,
the road.
friend,
It's
and
the only way
enter.
from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting
friend.
visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Silly trader.
Not by
Our only
force,
friend is
I
money.
trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dallas.
By guile. Dun 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 dun
But
dun
how will we
dun
find her? We know
dun
naught
dun
of her
dun
but
dun
her
dun
name.
dun 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 dun
The
dun
mission's
dun.
working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search.
I should actually use
We need
the
only inquire
ATL
as to who is in
and,
charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I need
learn
to do.
something. Like right now. The Dalamil Inn, a literal oasis in the Velcroy, a desert in the western part of Dalmekia. Dalamil offers goods, food, and respite to those travelers who endure the long march through sweltering sands. In particular, the hot spring baths, fed from nearby waters, will not only ease the pains of the road, but are also rumored to cure all manner of ills, from boils and buboes to the various afflictions to the groin, many of which are like to be contracted at one of Dalamil's many brothels. Drake's Fang, one of Valistia's 5 remaining mother crystals, located in the Dalmekian Republic. Unlike its sisters, who jut from the earth to tower above the landscape, Drake's Fang is completely enclosed within the vast hollow of an ageless mountain, its citron fingers reaching inward to the barrow's heart. Excavation of these crystals has, over centuries, showered the Dalmex with substantial fortune, and as such is seen a symbol of the nation's prosperity. The Men of the Rock. Private under. That's not correct. Here we go. Let's try again. Private army under the command of Hugo Kupka. Originally employed by the Dalmekian Parliament to guard Drake's Fang, the bulk of the force was co-opted by Kupka when he seized control of the Mother Crystal, and has served him and only him ever since. Most men of the Rock idolize their commander for his political and financial achievements. After all, few can claim to have been made permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian Parliament and built a wealth worthy of several generations in a single lifetime. The Desert Hare. Old ally of Sid's who fell out of contact with the Resistance after his death. Desert Hare spoke with Sid and Sid alone, leaving the other members of the hideaway with few clues as to the true identity. Only this pseudonym, the name Rosina, and the memory that Sid met them in Dalamil. Alright. Well.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord. thanks. An excellent choice. Go with Gilbert.
Am I?
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But
Homes?
I didn't get one.
I said get back to your homes. I'll speak with the townspeople. Which of the townspeople? Oh, on the far side. These townspeople, maybe.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank
The
you.
baths, you
You've
say?
been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long.
Wow, you've got some
I'm looking for
light
someone.
eyes.
A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
You know, in some cases, Uncle, yes. In others, your knowledge
How many times do I have to tell you?
speaks volumes.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
And where are the baths?
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense, wax candle.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he'd...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Wow, what kind of dangerous business are you guys sloughing around? forget those are charges. I forget I have limit break. I think he's dead. Man, those guys barely gave any more experience than 3 chocobos.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
The Lock of Leisure. Is that lock like lake or just another kind of lock?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Once you go flat.
Take a sniff, sir. The finest.
What's the deal with that? Is he selling flatbread?
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
What? Did I miss something or did I skip something?
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
Okay. I guess not.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Information.
Why, trust.
Oh.
Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Are you? Like, you're not doing anything right now.
This mama to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the 2 travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
If you know what we did to the guards there, then why are you making these empty threats? Or veiled threats, I should say.
I like this one. willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Choke him.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What the hell does that mean?
If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
We're not playing Clue, Uncle.
All right. Good luck.
This isn't a whodunit. It's a please stop them.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
Rumors, hearsay.
Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Pitiful manners, this person. Awful. Awful person. For the best drop in Dalamil, visit the final string.
Do you have a moment?
Fizz off.
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
To a silken softness.
You wouldn't believe how
Eating
much
a cloud with a crust.
I hope you gave us good. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Well, that's a bit up front, isn't it?
I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Dang.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Carpets have pride of place.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Furniture.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Breaking more things.
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
You guys really should sweep this stairway. It's gonna get dangerous. It's just uncouth. Be more welcoming to the guests.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Buying his way in.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals.
In the middle of the
I
rock.
had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things.
At least in the open markets.
But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble.
And I'll wager you won't make another wager like that.
That preening
I'd be wrong.
Jay thought this would be difficult.
But we'll make the wager, won't we?
It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Oh.
Perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Well, yep.
Of course.
Oh, I can't. Let me just. Nah. Let me jump over.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Speed.
Time to fight.
Work. Work. I'm just fighting a chocobo over there. All right. You guys have fun. I guess they got him. Oh, it'd be nice to just slide down this and like snowboard it.
I'll take it from here.
Okay. Wow. You guys are loaded.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Who's that man?
Double-crossing dog.
You two. You're the ones that wrecked the inn.
Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
Yeah, no, we're attacking this guy first.
You're finished.
Torgal, you having fun? Wow, this guy just on an island by himself. With the charge magic. Well, that was a weird cutaway.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it
I
is.
was gonna say, hopefully it is, or else he's just gonna go, no, but thank you for solving this problem. I was actually speaking of something else.
Until you two came along, that is.
And now the crystals are all mine.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
It's Sid.
Clive.
Oh. Give him the real name, huh?
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you.
With the crystals that we just stole from them,
You
perhaps?
still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust. I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
Shut up, Uncle.
Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
It's another patch. Yeah, seal patch.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please,
Clive's gonna end up
feel
like a
free to
Girl
send
Scout.
one of my stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's
Sava.
least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
Scorpions, chocobos.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle.
Force.
We need information.
Oh.
The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose.
Information through force?
Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a
Like
living.
the serving girl?
There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan.
Like the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
There's a lot going on here.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind.
What kind of knives do you
I'd like
use?
to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
I would hope so. Like, why would you... And, you know, I say this out loud, but why would you ever consider using a knife that doesn't stay sharp?
Everything I've worked for, all those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be.
I don't know, they seem pretty open to me.
Perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
I don't know. A bomb that won't leave the water.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Yeah, sure.
Hanging lantern!
Ah, they've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
Jaded to a silken softness.
Yes,
they're
the finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Several similar pieces in his collection.
Then wonder.
I'll be asking for you again.
Yeah, you guys aren't speedy over here at all.
Bunch of gazelle.
If they're up here.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Genuine cactar needles imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing.
I need to drink them. You're going to drink my pockets dry, then just
All right,
stop
so
and
not
leave?
up here that I can tell. Oh, in the area. Oh, here we go. Whoa, pardon me. Like a fisherman? Like a... Somebody like that want a good knife?
You've spoken with Lord Furder, then? He certainly knows a thing or two, eh?
So, not you. Oh, well, if I'd have just, like, walked over here a little bit more.
Me no move for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
No.
Hunter, why?
I have a question.
Ah.
Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
But I don't think that's the spirit that he's looking for. Sava Sava.
Take a sniff, good sir.
What is that guy selling? He'll be transported.
How'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should
Hard,
be durable
sharp.
and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully.
Scorpion. Scorpion tail.
No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells
You know, when you need
metals to
something
tradesmen passing through the Valcroy.
strong and durable, especially from a metal, you usually have to make it some kind of composite or an alloy. I'll search the desert for the trader. Trader, not traitor. What's that word again? Away, Ambrosia. Yeah.
Run like the wind.
Oops. Oh, oops. What? 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 Oh, here we go. Well, doesn't that figure that I can't get there from over here? Gonna kick me off, isn't it? Yep.
That'll do, girl.
See you at the other exit. I mean, he's only known how to work iron. I have a feeling
Let's go.
he needs to learn how to make steel. Or, like I said, some kind of composite that is within the realm of what he can work with. Hello.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it.
See, Clive gets it.
Lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know
How
how it
fortunate.
works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've
Can you
done
find me
for
some limestone?
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now.
Oh, how did I know?
I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just...
In the terraces. Man.
Throw it in the furnace.
This game. Did you have to whistle for her like that?
Yeah.
Seems a bit much.
Back to the stables, girl.
Alright, well, let's go to the south of town, into the terraces, and find out what the hell is making the baths so hot. I'm gonna guess either a bomb or a wyvern.
Good day, my lord. My thanks. An excellent choice.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's
None of
Fang.
your business.
To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove.
Not if their gloves don't have hands.
Before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
We've got to kill Kupka.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Oh my god, I was right. It's bombs.
One rock looks a lot like another.
Oh
But
no.
hopefully this is what Trevor needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
Let's go let's go take care of these abominable creation. And there seems like there's a lot of them over there. Hard to see everything in all this limestone.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
I meant to hold that longer. Dang it. High windows.
Frying pan.
Is that King Mom? What is that? Hold faithful. Bomb toss.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Okay, can I progress up here far enough that there is a warp that we can... Does not appear so. I'm gonna have to run back. Unfortunate. Pardon me, I will also be right back.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Okay. Deal with Saba.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Brittle white stone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Dalamil. When dried and milled into a fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
She's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's so jagged.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? Hmm? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is...
That is actually good advice.
Just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
He's a merchant. He's a tradesman, but he's also a merchant.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or...
No, it's the people.
...at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Let's hold him to that. He may never leave here. Oh no, it was this table. In exchange for one great sword forged to the specifications hereunder, Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 hands in length. Weighted pommel, briar clam inlay, serrated edge, suited for cutting bone. It's quite a commission.
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots! There he is.
Your bombs have been diffused.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces?
Beans.
What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Yay. Reduces ignition cooldown time. Alright, well, let's be on our way.
We should get going soon.
I saw you appear that time.
Faster! Come on, girl, the gate's open.
blocked road. The jaw.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
That's a big bowl.
Hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Well, I'm going to go home.
Clive, allow me to apologize.
Tally-ho and what?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back.
Oh, believe you me, I want nothing more than to kill Annabella.
Done so, but that ship has sailed. You, however,
no. Forgive me, but
But I'm sure that little kid is going to get in the way somehow.
To build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really
That's a
are
good
just
line.
like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Kupka. Well, let's look at this one. The jaw. This gaping chasm worn through ageless stone serves as the Republic's sole getaway to Drake's Fang. Unlike the other mother crystals of Phalistia that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode. It looks more like a caldera. That's flippin' huge. These hands. These iron hands.
What have they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me.
No, he tried to kill you.
If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead.
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Harbard.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me.
Tell me. What must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you?
You're setting him up.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Well, with as big as Titan gets, this is going to turn into like a Shadow of the Colossus type of battle.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Full armor? What are you?
Orcs.
Ah. Well, I should have guessed.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash? Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. Taken over the entire mine.
Uh-oh. Hang on. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's let that catch up. There we go. Let's see if it handles this any better. I just looked over and like the video was not having a good time. Okay, I mean this looks okay for now.
So much for the men of the rock.
Okay, still hanging in there. I don't know, man. It just had to catch up there for a second. I don't know what the deal was. Like mega dropped frames, even though. But it says I didn't drop anything. That seems like a lie. Oops. I caught him before he went up. Onwards.
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
Oops. Wah, 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 wah. Will I get that one up there? Nice. Favor of lightning. The guardian of cocoon.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Good fight. Well, you're a big boy.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Let's turn up the heat. Oh, that's quite an attack. You know what? No, you come here. Oh. Oh, he got me with the backswing. Well, that was my fault right there. There we go. I feel like that, well, that should have gone faster the first time I got him down. But, you know, it all works out. I have so much money. Oh, money. You're the only money that I'm money. Didn't mean to do that.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal on his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Fair enough. Nice little fight right here. This looks like a good arena for one. Oh, we got a lot of... Is that a bridge? What is that? Ha, bud.
Let the trial begin.
Oh, it's these guys. Ooh. Like a golem. Spirits within!
With me, Torgal.
Ooh, good freaking dodge. Look, too early. Ow. Crap. Yeah, a chance to dodge that. There we go. The Undertaker's what this guy's called. Okay. Well, with moves like Exhume and the Spirits Within, Final Fantasy. I guess that makes sense. The Favor of Lightning. Let's save it for Kupka. That was a bridge. Kupka. Save it for Kupka.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Like he didn't expect Clive to go. Well, he might have, but just like I don't know why he seems to be flabbergasted by
Did the orcs do this to
his ability. Flabbergasted's the wrong word. He's not that stunned, let's say, by... Oh, hello.
More of them.
Level up. I wasn't really expecting a fight right there. One on the other side? No, there's a chest. You're gonna ambush me down here. No? Alright. Alright. Man. Whoever this was. Woo! Boy.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Why not both? Porque no los dos? No. I refuse. Remember to hold that down, not just let it go.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Yes. I can only assume so. Ow. Whoa. What set you off, Torgal? Seriously? Was it because I parried? What set you off to do that? I'm just happy I got the parries, man. Like, oh, I thought that was where I came in. It's another doorway. Seriously happy. That's real cool looking though. Just that hit stun kind of effect for like a good parry.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
Vista.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Togo.
What a nice guy to keep an accessory that boosts the power that I stole from him. Heave!
Just what I needed.
No to you. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want to step in front of me while I'm doing something like that, then by all means. I didn't, well, I wanted to face this one.
That better be the last of them.
Kupka. You're not Kupka. Oh, you are Kupka. How long have you been standing here?
I've missed you so much. Kuka!
Oh.
I swear to you,
He's hallucinating.
we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Wow.
You get away from her. Benedicta!
this? What the hell? Oh boy.
Oh shit. He's priming.
He's priming! He's priming all over the place! He's morbing up! It's because the mother crystal is singing, or? It's gotta be.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
Oh, he tightened up. He's a big boy. No hands. Oh, he got his hands back. Nope. Got me on the second. Those feet are so weak. Ow.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Thank you for teaching me, Kupka. A spaceship. Clive has learned Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 and square to emit a violent explosion. R2 and square longer to increase the explosion size and strength. Press X at any time to cancel the charge without triggering the explosion. Ifrit is vulnerable to damage while charging. Brimstone, suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion. Interesting.
Let's give this a try.
That's a good chunk of damage. I think I got him. Cinematic. Ow. That was the evade. Hail flip. Is that just pure ether? Gonna shove it right in himself. Yeah. Nom 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 nom. Jeez. Oh my god. Hey look, we created a new canyon. Ooh. What the hell? Whoa! This went like hard FF14. This music, though. Climb it. Yeah. Jump. Ow. It's just a rock whip. But a scratch. Titan lost. Oh, we chopped the hand off again.
I've got you now.
I'm staggered in. certainly didn't hit him with any of that. Boom! That one barely even had a chance to pop up. Wow. I caught that backhand. Ah, like we're cutting through his hand right now. That makes a little bit more sense. Lost his hands once, why not again? Or his arm. Oh yeah, Hellfire the arm off. Oh. Your love is taking me higher. Oh. I did not see the cursor there for a moment. My god, how far up were we? We were way up there.
Heads up, Hugo. Your time.
Jeez. Rocket punch! Continental divide! Oh, I don't need that shot. Oh my gosh. This music. Left hook. Well, he doesn't have a glass jaw, that's for sure. So can I. Kupka's teaching us a lot of stuff here. Kupka, Kupka. I can't see what's happening. Right hook. Man, what a fight. Semi-priming requires the channeling and corporeal manifestation of ether contained within a dominant's body. In Hugo Kupka's case, this produces crystalline formations that act as reservoirs to be drawn upon to provide the energy needed to maintain the priming, as well as to cast magics and effectively wield iconic abilities. However, such appendages may be forcibly separated from an injured semi-primed dominant, preventing the reabsorption of the aether contained within. Well, we just opened up the heart of this mother crystal, didn't we? We destroyed, like, that entire caldera. That's freaking ridiculous. Ooh. Oh, it did. I was gonna say that gave him bloody nose that time.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
You.
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Oh, man, those eyes are creepy as hell.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood. then one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force.
Oh, no, this is Odin, isn't it?
Can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head.
I'm sure more than once.
Fool like all the rest.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Okay, well, there's still some mountain left. Holy altar of the Knights Dragoon.
Some medicine, my lord?
This kid is still around?
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering
Oysters,
me, Archie,
clams, and
or you'll
cockles.
feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
You know, Annabella's kid has golden eyes too. I wonder if... Okay. Well, good for him. I wonder
Forgive me.
if the prince here died, would Bahamut
My master.
give itself to the kid?
I will always be your loyal servant.
I wonder if his father found out about this. That's why he's not so thrilled. Like his father, I mean, like his father not being so thrilled and constantly sending him out to fight.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
What's the play here?
Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
It's too slow.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have
Little
told me
here,
that I
little
look
there.
like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
And we'll hear none of it next time on Final Fantasy XVI. Alright, so let's just mosey on back to the hideaway. We can check on our renown. Ding dong, the Titan's dead.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Welcome home, Sid.
Welcome home, Sid. Hopefully it doesn't just auto trigger into a cutscene when I walk up to him. I want to walk around him. This is gonna trigger, isn't it? Oh, no, yes. Desiree, what's up?
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Oh, we're still short.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
Alright, well. What does it have to say about Clive? Dude, there's nothing new there. It shows something new. Yeah, so we beat Titan. Hooray! I'm gonna stop there for this evening. We will pick it back up on a new story beat to figure out what we are doing next and what the Phoenix and Bahamut talked about. Yeah. Oh. I think well, let's just say we'll pick it up tomorrow and continue this little story onwards. No, hang on, I'm gonna check something. And bye. Checking something. Oh, it's not gonna. I was trying to see exactly like how much or what percentage I think I might have been at. I've got to be at like 70% or something through the game, it feels like, but it just feels like there's so much more to the game. I mean, we've got to be coming up on the last bits of it. But we'll cover that tomorrow, I guess. Until then, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.